So this is a story my cousin had heard who lived out on Soldier Creek, and he was telling me one day there was a pioneer family early on that lived out between where their ranch was and Dayton, somewhere along the mountains, and this family had had tragedy where the children had died of scarlet fever, and the father, in grief for whatever reason, fed their bodies to the pigs, and the wife lost her cool and they got in a fight, and he ended up killing his wife. So he's there alone now. His children are dead, and he's murdered his wife, and he took her to the top of the hill overlooking their homestead and buried her there. And it's just a story that we heard, and so we went out and kind of had a few clues to where it might be, and we hiked up on top of this little hill that's right next to the road and found her grave, the first place we tried. And their name was Clausen, and her grave says Elsie Clausen, and the date of her birth and the date of her death was 1911, I believe. So we researched it a little bit more and found out that he was found guilty of murdering her and did time in prison, and had come back to Dayton after he got out of prison and is buried in the Dayton cemetery, is what we found out, the facts. But other than that, I know, and it is Clausen Creek that runs there where their homestead was. It ended up, me and a friend went up there one night in the summer. It was just this beautiful summer night, because I was telling him that story, and we went up there. Where we were sitting on the side of the hill, he made a really off-taste joke about Elsie. He had that kind of humor. And right when he did, it was like the temperature dropped and this chill wind hit us. It was really bizarre, and he stood up and went, "Well, that's weird." And he took a step and he tripped and fell down the hill. It's a really steep hill. It goes right down to where my pickup was parked at the bottom. He cut his leg open and he knocked a rock loose that rolled straight down and slammed into my pickup. So we figure it was Elsie booting him off the hill, Elsie's spirit. And if ever I felt the presence of a spirit, it was on that hill. That's my ghost story. So moved by all this, I wrote this song, and it's called Elsie's Grave. Once where laughter rang and children played, now the lonesome wind just blows. They raised a family where the mountains meet the plains. Now no one ever goes. That lonesome wind remembers where an old trail winds. Whispers all the secrets her loved ones left behind, and blows up through the valley in search of souls to save. Over to a hilltop leads the way to Elsie's grave. Once where calloused hands worked hard to turn the soil. It's a hard life living from the land. Those hardened hands were driven by a weary mind. Life can be so hard to understand. And when fever took the children, good times took the bad. Broken dreams shattered any love they ever had. And bones out in the barnyard left no love there to save. When love turns into rage, it leads the way to Elsie's grave. Once where laughter rang and children played. Now the lonesome wind just blows, overgrown with weeds, a rusted weather vane, in a place where no one goes. And it points up to a hilltop where an old trail winds. Buried there the secrets her loved ones left behind. Now they're all together, the souls she couldn't save. Jealously she guards the gate, leads the way to Elsie's grave. And no one ever talks about it, and no one round here remembers. Oh, the lives she couldn't save, and all of the sins you hear whispered in the winds at Elsie's grave. Got it.